Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving straight into two starkly contrasting financial realities that exist right now. On one hand, we've got the crushing weight of traditional consumer debt that so many people are struggling with. And on the other, a highly systematic, completely modern digital side hustle that claims to be the ultimate escape route. We're going to uncover the exact numbers and the literal step-by-step methods people are using to generate income online today. Let's get into it.
Here is how we're going to break it all down today. Section 1. The burden of bad debt. 2. The YouTube automation hustle. 3. Sourcing and scripting content. 4. Generating AI voiceovers. And finally, 5. Editing for high engagement.
To really ground us in reality, just listen to this sobering quote from our first source. This is a guest on a financial audit show, admitting to having, quote, close to $90,000, maybe a little more, give or take, in bad debt. And the craziest part? That staggering number doesn't even include their mortgage. This represents the absolute crushing weight of traditional consumer debt. It's exactly this kind of heavy, stressful financial burden that drives so many people to desperately search for alternative income streams on the internet. It really sets the stage for why these digital side hustles are absolutely booming right now.
But wait, here's a really counterintuitive twist. That very same individual drowning in $90,000 of consumer debt actually holds a mortgage with an incredibly low 3.19% interest rate. Their monthly payment is just $940 for a home worth around $185,000. It brilliantly illustrates just how complex the reality of modern finances can be. You can literally be holding a fantastic asset on one hand while completely suffocating under high-interest bad debt on the other.
Section 1. The burden of bad debt. Look at the stark contrast we're dealing with here. We have this traditional reality, a massive anchor of $90,000 in bad debt seriously limiting someone's financial freedom. And then, compare that to the glowing digital claims from our second source. We're looking at a creator who teaches automation, claiming to pull in $7,000 a month purely from viral YouTube shorts. Now, we're just neutrally reporting these numbers as the creator's claims, but you have to admit, the massive gulf between being in that deep of a financial hole and running a lucrative digital hustle is pretty jarring.
Section 2. The YouTube automation hustle.
Okay, so the core of this whole strategy revolves around something the source calls community shorts. The idea is actually pretty simple, but highly systematic. The creator basically takes existing viral clips from platforms like TikTok or Instagram and repurposes them. How? Well, they add their own original commentary, some background music, and specific edits. According to the source, because they're injecting original value and commentary into the clip, it falls under fair use. This supposedly bypasses copyright strikes and allows the whole channel to be fully monetized. And you've got to see the sheer scale of the operation being claimed here. For just one single channel, they are reporting 250 million views in the last month alone, which they say resulted in that $7,000 in earnings. Expand that over a 90-day period, a massive 400 million views. They even go as far as claiming to earn up to $4,500 in a single day, though the monthly figures are really what they focus their whole tutorial on. Again, remember, these are just the creators' reported figures, but the sheer volume of traffic they're talking about is absolutely astronomical.
Section 3. Sourcing and scripting content.
So how do they actually do it? The creator reveals this highly specific pipeline that totally bypasses hours of manual searching. Step 1. Instead of endlessly doom-scrolling TikTok or Instagram hoping to find a good video, they just go to already successful competitor YouTube videos and check the description box. Competitors usually credit the original Instagram or TikTok handles right there. Boom, source clip found instantly. Step 2. They copy the competitor's YouTube link, drop it into a Google tool called YouTube Video Transcript Generator, and extract the text in seconds. Step 3. They take that text, throw it into ChatGPT with a custom prompt, and have the AI rewrite it. This keeps it original, but retains the exact same viral pacing. It's entirely 100% formulaic.
Section 4. Generating AI voiceovers.
What's really fascinating here is how incredibly specific the source material gets. They don't just vaguely say, just use AI for the voice. No, they explicitly instruct viewers to use a platform called 11 Labs, and they absolutely insist on using one very specific voice setting named Alex. By providing exact speed configurations for this one single voice, they remove literally all the guesswork. It perfectly standardizes the entire auditory experience of their channel, giving them a uniform, instantly recognizable sound across every single automated video they pump out.
Section 5. Editing for high engagement.
Now let's talk about the visual editing, because the checklist they use is meticulous. First, they completely mute the original clip's audio and drop in that Alex AI voiceover at full volume. Then, they use keyframe zooming. This basically means they manually set points in the timeline, so the video is constantly zooming in and tracking the main subject's face, ensuring your eyes literally never get bored. They also strategically insert red circles and visual arrows with a super precise 0.2-second fade-out animation just to point out key actions. And finally, they generate auto captions, locking them right in the center of the screen at exactly size 12 font. Every single edit here is a totally calculated move to keep the viewer hooked for just one more second.
In the audio mixing, it is just as calculated. Step 1, the background music isn't just turned down. Its speed is explicitly set to 25% so it doesn't clash with or distract from the AI voiceover. Step 2, wherever one of those red visual arrows pops up, a distinct sound effect is placed at that exact starting frame to trigger the viewer's auditory attention. And step 3, which I think is fascinating, right when the AI voiceover finishes its commentary, they split the audio track and suddenly crank the original video's volume way up. It creates this auditory climax right at the end of the short, basically rewarding the viewer for sticking around and watching all the way through.
So, all of this really brings us to the ultimate question. We started out looking at the harsh, heavy reality of $90,000 in consumer debt. Then we walked step by step through a highly systematic, almost robotic digital ecosystem that claims to generate thousands of dollars a month through sheer volume and algorithm manipulation. Is the effort of building these automated, copy-paste digital architectures the new reality of escaping traditional debt? Are we seriously moving away from physical labor and toward digital automation just to stay afloat? It's definitely a fascinating look at the modern economy, and it's a thought I'm going to leave you to ponder until next time. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.